Hello, my fellow people. Alright, I hope you enjoy this review I'm gonna do. I do know what it is, Kill la Kill. Now, basic story of this is Ryuko Matoi is trying to find out who killed her dad, and it takes her to the academy. She's like a foreign student, and then stuff ensues and like things get expanded and whatever. And yeah, the plot of this. Now, I had the impression from many reviewers saying, "Oh, it's quite stupid. Don't think about it." But actually, what I really liked is towards the end, it actually got quite complex. No, not well. When I say complex, not as in like Death Note complex or something like that, but still, there was enough interesting bits to make you surprised. Like, I got surprised by some of this stuff in the end, sort of towards the end and all that. And the way they pace it, and they just starts out quite like you think not too dramatic, and then it just builds in epicness. It's like the risks just get higher and higher and higher in a very well paced out way. I never felt that they were sort of having lots of filler episodes like Naruto, which I love, but sometimes and most of the series had a point to them. I learnt something from each of them, and sure, some were just fights, but you still learnt a bit about the characters and all that jazz. So I would say the story was quite good. I enjoyed it because I don't mind simple stories either, and it was just well presented, well delivered. Character wise, for me, it's like the characters really range. There are some which have a bit more complex towards the end. You sort of see another side of them. Others which pretty much have the same personality and sort of stuff throughout. But they actually really, I enjoyed the characters. And one of my favourites is this Makanshuka. She's Ryo's one of her friends, best friend, and she is hilarious because she come in at any point and sort of do this sort of enlightenment speech and stuff. And I really enjoyed the bond as well between Ryuko and Senketsu, who is the uniform, this special uniform she finds at the start. And hell, even the good bad guys pretty much start turning into good guys towards the end. Not going to say why, because that would be spoiling. But it's just generally actually really fun, good characters. They're not the most complex characters ever, but I felt satisfied with the characters in this anime. Effects, mostly good. There were some bits which have this same one bit. There's an epic fight, and then a build up, and then you sort of see a drawing of it kind of thing, and it does flip flop a bit, but most of the time when it needs to be, the animation is just awesome. I liked the fight scenes in this were very, very good in my opinion. And the character models, I guess you could say, were the weakest sort of animation sometimes. And now the thing with Kill la Kill, if you don't like fan service, it might not be for you. The way the nudity is represented, it's not very detailed, so it doesn't make it as sort of awkward to watch, but still, sometimes in the show it got to me. I'm like, really? Does she have to be naked now? And eventually I sort of just, I said, screw it, it's that kind of show. I'm just going to sort of ignore that bit. But sometimes, the fan service, I guess it was poking fun of animes and all that jazz, but it still felt quite embarrassing sometimes. But that is that's only if fan service really sort of isn't your bag, and even it's not my kind of thing, and I still managed to sort of work with it, you know. So I didn't find it too bad. And yeah, overall, I would say, hell, watch this anime, man. It's a good time. It's just one of those fun, good action sort of animes with a good, decent plot. Not like crazy complex, but still quite epic building and pacing and all that. So yeah, I'd go watch it. It's worth a watch. It's only 22 episodes, and you can watch it on. I couldn't get it on Crunchyroll, but I'll put a link to the place I watched it down below. Yeah, and that's my review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.